What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Will back with another video, and today we got another interesting video topic. Now, I wanted to bring up a video, a good question to ask, man. I wanted to see kind of what you guys' thoughts and opinion was on it. Do you guys think Myles Garrett can repeat as Defensive Player of the Year heading into the 2024 season? Why or why not? Go ahead and comment down below in the video right before I answer it. I don't want to misway your opinion. But do you think Myles Garrett can repeat back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards? I'm going to go in this video and I'm going to speak an argument from both sides. My argument first will be like, the negative side of things. Myles Garrett repeating as Defensive Player of the Year will be extremely difficult. Point blank period. Extremely difficult. Damn near impossible. The reason for that is because we're the Cleveland Browns, y'all. Come on now. Come on. Myles Garrett hit the dude with a helmet. People will forever not like him over that. It was very hard for him to win this Defensive Player of the Year. They feel like he got, a pity award down there. So I feel like it'll be very, very difficult media-wise for them to vote for him again. Unless the Browns and him have a historical year. Now, if Myles Garrett really puts up these same numbers that he put up in 2023 season, 14 sacks. If he put up the same numbers, he wouldn't repeat. It wouldn't be good enough to repeat. For him, in order to repeat, he's got to get at least 18 sacks. He's going to have to tie his career high with sacks. A 20-sack year with a dominant defensive, a 20-sack year maybe. But you got to also keep in mind, like still on the negative side of things, you got to look at the competition. Myles Garrett getting a 20-sack year and TJ Watt getting a 21-sack year in a year where Myles Garrett is trying to repeat and TJ Watt is trying to win the next award, it's going to favor TJ Watt more because he's going to not get the recency bias. That's the difference with it. So it's going to depend on the competition. It's really going to depend on the competition. If somebody's having a breakout year, a breakout Defensive Player of the Year, and I say year, Defensive Player of the Year type of season, and they're neck and neck with Myles Garrett, like he has to win Defensive Player of the Year by such a significant margin that it's not a debate. Is he capable of doing that? Yes, he's Myles Garrett, but we got to keep in line with the fatigue. He usually gets tired towards the middle of the season. After the 11th or the 12th game, he typically starts to slow down. This season, he really didn't got a lot of sacks, but he still had his career high with a 94.0 PFF grade. Played really well this year, man. Really well this year. He's an all-time great, doing all-time great things. And if he could get the sacks to fall his way, and if the Cleveland Browns can do what they set out to do, as far as winning, and as far as like if the Browns repeat as 11-5, win the division or compete number 2 in the division, and he has a 20-sack year, I don't see why he can't. I don't see why he can't, because the defense will be playing good. You can make the argument that the defense is carrying the offense. They'll be still 11-5. They'll be right there neck and neck, and he'll have a better statistical year. Another thing is we got to also keep in mind what it looks like if the Cleveland Browns have success. If the Browns are, 11-6, 12-5. If we're 11-6, 12-5 next year, what does that look like, and who gets the credit? Who does the media want to get the credit? Kevin Stefanski's going to get his fair share. Andrew Berry's going to get his fair share. But player-wise, on the field, the quarterback going to get some credit. Who's the quarterback? Deshaun Watson. But they're not going to want to give him his credit. So will they give the credit to Myles Garrett? Will it go to Nick Chubb? Who's going to get the credit? Who's going to be the face of the Browns' success if they have a successful year? Last season, it was Kevin Stefanski. Kevin Stefanski and Myles Garrett, Jim Schwartz. That's what it was last year. But it was more so Stefanski getting a lot of love than Myles because of what he was doing without a quarterback. Looking at it this season, there is a way that if you don't want to give credit to Deshaun Watson and you want to pretty much, say he was carried by his defense, that you could give Myles Garrett another Defensive Player of the Year award if he gets 20 sacks. But that's a big if. He gotta stay consistent, man. He gotta stay at that same pace where he's going through, and he's having crazy games. And even on his slow games, he's getting a half a sack or a sack. Can't have multiple games without a sack. He can't go back-to-back games without a sack. Stuff like that just can't happen. Point blank period. If he's gonna get there, he's gonna have to get about at least 21 sacks. And he's going to have to probably win the sack race. Browns will probably have to still be a good football team at 12 or 11 games. And then on top of that, the defense will be the reason that the Browns is doing good. Because even if the defense is not the reason, they're not going to want to give credit to the quarterback. They're not. Also, only so much the coach can take on as far as credibility wise, because the coach not really on the field. There's only so much the defense can really take on. So I'm gonna find it real interesting how it's gonna get all played out once the season comes around. If the Browns is bad, what does that look like? Who goes? If the Browns is good, how does the media react to it? Are they gonna just act like all the shit that they was talking in the last 2, 3, 4 years don't happen, didn't matter? Are they going to ignore it? I feel like they're going to ignore it. It's probably going to be the way they're going to do it. They're going to probably ignore it. Throw it in the corner. Act like it's not happening. And, our fan base is loud and rowdy, so it's going to be a little bit difficult for them to do that. But it's your boy Will, man. Y'all comment down below how y'all feel about this. I'm out. Peace.